And now we're on to the Pittsburgh Steelers, which are kind of a whole, man, it's like a whole nother monster in and of themselves. We're going to Pittsburgh, and then we're going to Denver in Week 18. So when it comes to the Chiefs' schedule, it's not the easiest to end the season. That being said, we need a win. One of these last two wins clinches the number one overall seed for the Chiefs. So we need to win. Or the Bills to lose, but I would prefer us win this week in Pittsburgh. That way we can rest our guys Week 18 against Denver in Denver. So looking at the Steelers, we're going to kind of look at some injuries. I know TJ Watt has been dealing with a little bit of an injury, but he no longer has an injury designation. So he will be playing Wednesday against the Chiefs. Ben Skowronek, he's listed as questionable. He did have a little bit of a hip injury. George Pickens is out as of right now. He was estimated as a full participant in walkthrough practice Monday, but he did not practice. So George Pickens, as of right now, is listed as out. And then also Joey Porter Jr. is listed as questionable. Porter did suffer a knee injury in Saturday's loss to the Ravens, which really allows us to kind of play this game a little bit safer if need be, right? We don't really have to worry about the Steelers in the ranking sense, right? But I mean, let's just talk about the Steelers. The thing we're most worried about, and man, that's their defense, right? Steelers have always been a good defensive team, it feels like. To start, they've got on their line, they've got Cam Hayward, they've got TJ Watt that plays weak side linebacker, but really almost like a defensive end position at times. Then you have Keanu Benton, Larry Ogunjobi. Gosh, I'm terrible at names. Ogunjobi. Larry Ogunjobi. I mean, those guys, Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson, these guys are absolute studs. And then on the backside, you've got guys like Minkah Fitzpatrick and Cam Sutton, along with, if Joey Porter Jr. is healthy, that defensive backfield is absolutely a nightmare for quarterbacks. So I see a lot of maybe shorter, quick passes to try to get our guys open and really keep the pressure off Patrick Mahomes. Our team did a really good job against Houston. Our offensive line did to not allow Patrick Mahomes to get hit as much. He still got hit quite a few times, but he looked way more comfortable in the pocket than he did in prior weeks. So that's a big thing we need to kind of watch out for. When it comes to running backs, or the offensive side, I'm not really scared about anything they can do running the ball. I mean, Najee Harris is a good running back. Jalen Warren, Cordero Patterson has had his years where he just looked amazing. Now, a guy we are kind of familiar with, there's a chance he might be starting in place of George Pickens if he's not able to go, and that's Mike Williams. Mike Williams played for the Chargers, and then he moved on to who cares? But now he's at I think it was the Jets, and now he's in Pittsburgh, and it looks like he should be starting. So that's a guy we're pretty familiar with. Our defensive backs are pretty familiar with Mike Williams, Calvin Austin III, and Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson's a kind of a sleeper in my opinion. The guy's good at ball. He just is good at ball. He can get open when he needs to. So looking at his 2024 though, he does only have 21 catches, but it is for 258 yards. So when he gets the ball, it is for yardage. He has 113 yards at home, and with this being at home, we'll see. We'll see what he's able to do. And when it comes to Calvin Austin, he's kind of the number 2 receiver. He's got 32 catches and 500 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns. The guy is quick too, man. He's only 5'9", $162. He's like another Xavier Worthy, but he's not quite as quick. But man, he can get open, and he can get open fast. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll kind of see what plays out there, and how our guys kind of disguise coverages to try to confuse Russell Wilson. We're also very familiar with Russell Wilson, especially over the past 2 seasons where he played in Denver. I'm pretty, man, I don't want to say I'm guaranteeing this win. I do think we're going to win, but I think offensively, our offense to their defense is what's going to be tough. For me, our defense covering their offense is, I feel like we have quite the advantage there. And I do see Russell Wilson trying to get out of the pocket a little bit. They're not going to have Justin Fields behind him. He's going to be out. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Russell Wilson's able to do. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really worried about what else is going to happen with their offense. I'm more focused on what our defense is going to be able to do. So